Hey, what's up guys? So we're going to be checking out the Roar pedal. I'm going to try to get a 0 to 60 time in normal, eco, and race. Eco is supposed to save fuel, and race makes it more responsive, obviously. Now, I've had it on here for a couple days, noticed a dramatic difference. Putting it in eco, it's not nearly as sensitive, it's definitely not burning as much fuel in the long run. Putting it in race, it wants to fly. You tap the pedal and it revs a lot higher than in any other mode. So what I've found myself doing, because you can change it on the fly, is I'll put it in Sport Plus or Race, and once I get up to the speed limit on the highway, switch it over to Eco and cruise in Eco. I'm gonna try to give it a few revs, about the same, let's say 3 times in each. So this is going to be in normal, and eco, and race. Now I try to put the exact same pressure on the pedal each time, so you can clearly see it made a difference. Driving it definitely makes a difference, but will the response time change our 0 to 60 times? We're gonna find out. It's not adding more horsepower or torque, but it definitely makes the pedal more responsive. Definitely gives it a much more aggressive feel in the race mode. So we're going to get a 0 to 60 in normal, and then again in eco, and then again in race. The RT is rated for a 0 to 60 of 4.3 seconds, supposedly. That's what I found looking it up. This is a 2016 Pursuit all-wheel drive. The tire pressure light is on just because I have a bad sensor, but the tires are inflated to 34 psi all the way around. Temperature is 54 degrees. Air intake temp 86. Coolant temp 204. I've got to get those sensors dealt with. Let's see what happens. Put the traction in sport. In normal. Seconds. It's not going to be the advertised 4.3. I'm going to spin around, start back at the exact same place, and do that again. Actually, just go down and back. So I'm still in normal. Alright, let's swap over to eco on 3. Not how big of a difference it makes. Keep it on 3. If I had mentioned, this is completely stock, and purposely doing this before we do any motor work to the car, before we have to push bumper and change the weight, so we can accurately gauge the pedal commander by itself. Alright, first time in eco. optimum conditions right now. Cold temperature, tire pressure's proper, traction's off, and have not gotten under 5 seconds. Put in race. Interesting. 5.7. In race, it definitely feels a lot more responsive, but getting slightly slower time. Race, try launching. Well, not making much of a difference. That's interesting. No, it doesn't change the torque or horsepower, but since the pedal's so much more responsive, I definitely expected. Definitely expected it to make a little bit of a difference. Barely touching the pedal. Well, overall I'm happy with it. I'm satisfied. It definitely works extremely well as far as saving fuel and eco and giving a much more responsive, aggressive feel in race. Well, not much of a difference in the 0 to 60 times. Almost no difference at all. I expected a little better. I'm more curious why the RT is rated for 4.3 seconds 0 to 60, and this all-wheel drive Pursuit with the same motor is getting 5.4 to 5.7.